my people? Flewnt back here again with another Flewnt's Boorloo block party breaking down the bars. This is episode 6 and we got none other than the man from the 5'6", Izzar. Let's go, cousin. What's happening, my fella? Hey, good, my fella. Thank you so much for coming through, cuz. Sitting down with me, chopping it up. Hey, brothers, I'm sure a lot of the people that are going to be at the show are going to be there for you. And I'm sure a lot of them that may not know you are going to want to know who you are. So that's what today's about, cuz, is we're just going to sit back, have a yarn, and just sort of figure out who Izzar and sort of what's the influences behind Izzar and his story.
Go, ready.
So, brother boy, I guess a big part of getting to know you is you tell us a bit about who you are, where you're from, what's your mob, and how long you been doing music for, cuz?
Well, first off, my 3 Aboriginal tribes is Noongar, Negara, and Yipali. So that's Perth, Pilbara ways, and then the Kimberley ways.
Yep.
But I'm predominantly from Perth, you know, Midland, the east side of Perth. So that's a little bit about me. And then music, I've been recording since I was like 12 and shit. But there's I don't know, music's such a big part of my life that I probably only count the last 3-4 years of actually taking it serious and shit. Besides that, I just love music in general. I record just for the therapeutic side of it.
Yeah. Awesome, my brother. I think we as black fellas, we always find the artistic outlet to sort of give ourselves therapy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
You got a mob that can paint, you got a mob that can sing, you got a mob that can rap, you got a mob that can dance or play sport. And when our mob play sport, cuz they play in an artistic sort of way now.
That's like my little brothers who do boxing and shit. They get the same feel out of it as I get when I record music in the studio, you know? It's better than talking to a therapist, you know?
It is that. I feel like this Western idea of how to solve somebody's mental health only applies to whites. You know what I mean?
It feels like that sometimes. I remember when I thought I was depressed, my fucking cousin was like, no, we're not going to go for that, you know? I was like, yeah, we're going to do it, you know?
Well, that's what I mean, and even if it is some sort of depression, it doesn't matter because we've got our own ways and ways that we deal with it. You know, and it's about people, culture, art, and the things that we connect with on a black level.
100.
Yeah, 100. Wicked. So, Kazi, you got like a very, I would say, street, raw, gritty style, but you've also got a whole lot of other elements that sort of define your sound as well. So I wouldn't box you in either as an artist. What are some of the main sort of influences that you've grown up and listened to musically? Maybe artists or styles of music. What have you listened to growing up and how's that shaped your sound?
Well, growing up, bro, it's mainly all R&B, because I've got my mum's in her 40s, and she's only 20 years older than me, so TLC, Destiny's Child, just a whole bunch of freaking shit. So I always had a vibey music taste, but my favorite rappers on the same side as Jay-Z, The Game, freaking Nipsey, they're straight street artists. So I always find a middle ground, I think, and I just
Definitely, I think I can hear a lot of that in the music. Is you got this really when you hit your rap patterns and your style of rap, it's very straight, gritty, hard hitting, in your face sort of stuff. But then you've got these almost melodic sides of things that you can touch on and that you do as well. I think that, and you've got one of the biggest catalogs out of all the black fella artists that are here in WA as well. So somebody could go into your music and then you actually delve so deep. There's so much there to unpack. You know what I mean? I noticed your music. There's so much to unpack.
You got songs like Midnights in Midland, and then Hold Up is a whole song about you always. But then I got a song called Eurostep where I just name drop European basketball players, you know? So it's I think it's whatever mood I'm in, you know? I'll just start, let's make a song about that, a song about this.
I love it, man. You take a literal standpoint on music at times, you know what I mean? Literally how you're feeling, I'm gonna put that on a track. That's something G, man. And that gives ode to what you're saying about our therapy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. If someone's hyped me up, I've been hyped up when someone says, you're not a good rapper. And I've just gone and wrote one of the best verses. I'm like, no, it's hyped me up and put a battery in my back, you can do it.
So, brother, other than music, I know for us as black fellas or whoever we are and where we grow up, we're molded and shaped by our environment, right? We are reflections of what we've experienced through our lives, especially as artists, you know, we reflect those things that we've experienced through life. What are some of the things that you've gone through or observed or that you've seen that you've used your music to talk about?
Well, growing up in Midland and stuff with the whole perception of the ghetto, I think I didn't even see that because it's all normal to me. But my uncles and shit, they rapped for years before me, so They were my like inspirations, like besides no rap artists for music like that. But my biggest inspiration in life is my mum and my nan, you know, because they were two single mothers who like, you know, done so much on their own. So like, yeah, the stories of them and the courage they show is like what puts the battery in my back to keep going. Yeah, definitely.
Definitely, brother. I think that's so important that we as black men give homage to our women that have propped us up and looked after us.
Definitely, man.
Not enough there's a perception that we as black men take advantage of our women. That's the perception that idealists have created for us.
Yeah.
But it's definitely not the truth. We're matriarchal led.
That's
women
true.
lead our people. And that's always been like that for our tribes ever before anyone's ever stepped foot on this land.
Yeah.
So I want to thank you, my brother, for doing that for our women. That's important.
No, definitely. I always say, my brother, there's nothing more stronger than a single black mother who has the whole world against her. You know what I mean? Like that's the most strongest person on earth. You know what I mean? That's real talk.
So this is the exciting part where we get to break down the bars with my brother Izzar. Izzar, can you let us know what's the song we're breaking down and what verse are we doing?
Yeah, I'm doing the first verse for Where You From, me and Yaza. It's one of my biggest songs, you know.
Let's go, brother.
Let's do it.
Dead.
Settle down, cuzzy boy, I got the blueprint. Now watch me wear that motherfucker if the shoe fit. They catch you slipping out of Midland and you stupid. All them niggas out smashing, it's a movement. My brothers pass the strap around and let the heat bang. And you a goose cuz you living off your last name. The world is mine, motherfucker, call me Scarface. We doing 166 in a car chase. Cuz he tripping, but his girls think I'm daddy cuz she telling me she love me. I just sip on Bacardi cuz. Where you from? Can't you tell how I talk? I'm from the 6K, they move out my way when I walk. Izzar.
Yeah, my brother. Guys, that's a naughty verse. And just for those who don't know, I was there when you did do the film clip, and like I remember hearing that track for the first time, and I was just excited about it because I just knew that like this was gonna go off, and it features the brother Yaza too, doesn't it?
Yeah, he was hard on it too, man.
Man, two Yarans just going hard on one track, brother. It was deadly. I love the way that, you know, you're able to, in an artistic and articulate way, still like hold it down for the street, you know what I mean? Like, you got so many multis jam-packed into that verse. It's one thing I respect about that as an artist, you know? I can hear them all there, cuz. And even using our slang, like, I think he said Tani, cuz, I just sip on Bacardi, cuz. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just using our slang and still finding the right multis for that.
Yeah,
that's some artistry while still including our sort of style.
Yeah, definitely.
What were you trying to achieve with that verse, brother? Like, what were you trying to say?
I think that verse in particular is the whole idea of NWA. Like, the reality shit, like, it comes like, I go from like partying to like talking about fighting. It's like a whole trip. The verse is like a trip through the hood, you know? Like, what's going on, like, you know? Like,
coming along for this journey.
Yeah, that's what it reminded me of, you know? It's got its hyped up parts and it's got its like real ghetto, grimy parts of the verse, you know? That's why I picked it, probably a little bit of everything in there.
And I love it, guys. You know, a lot of these breaking down the bars have been about conscientious stuff and all that there, but sometimes we need to just be reminded about that hard-hitting, gritty hip-hop.
Yeah,
well.
and most times
there is still a story and message.
Exactly. Most street music has a message in there too. It's got to pass everything. Yeah,
it does, guys. Definitely. And that's what I think that sets you apart from most of the artists that are doing a similar sort of thing as you, is that you're able to still tell your story while still keeping it raw and straight.
Well, you should know yourself. That's part of just being just students of the game. Like, you know, that's where we come from. You know what I mean? Like, that's where we come from. Like, tell the stories. That's hip hop.
That's it, brother.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is. Hey, look, guys. Before we get to the end of this interview, can you tell us a bit about what we have to expect when we see Izzar play at Flewnt's Boorloo block party? What are you going to bring to the table? What are you going to bring to the stage? What are we going to see?
My last 3 songs I've released 3 singles and haven't even performed yet. Oh, so if you want to see the new songs live for the first time, that's where you're going to have to come see them. You know, Midnight Melody, Hold Up. I've never done them live before. It's going to be the first show.
Damn.
So if they want to see Midnight's live, then boom. But me and Habit's just going to run a mic on stage.
Oh, brother, I can't wait. What an awesome artist Habits is too. Deadly, let's do it, brother. Look, guys, if you want to see Izzar live, make sure you get your tickets down to Flewnt's Boorloo block party right here at the bottom. Check out the links to his tracks as well. Let's go. Let's chop it up. Bang.